Hi everybody. I had to take my jacket off because it's too warm over here. So, we are Motonest, a community of motorcyclists for motorcyclists, built for motorcyclists. So I will start with a story. I worked as a civil engineer in Ireland for some years before returning back home in Romania. With the money saved, I opened up a pub and I invested in real estate. I was very happy. I was enjoying my life with my family and friends, and everything was great. Until one day, when my father got sick and he passed away. I was devastated and I couldn't cope with that for a long period of time, and all my friends got worried and told me to consult a psychologist. Two of them told me to buy a motorcycle. And I bought a motorcycle, and then my life changed. I was happy again, and now I had more than 100,000 miles on the roads, and everyone here who owns a motorcycle understands perfectly the feeling of happiness which you have it when you ride. But in every motorcyclist, it lies a small Christopher Columbus, which always wants to discover new hidden roads, fantastic sceneries. But traveling with the motorcycle is not always fun and game. A lot of things might go wrong. And you might get your motorbike broke down, you might find yourself in the middle of nowhere with no gas, or pure simply you need a shelter very soon. If you're lucky enough and you have internet, which is a rare thing on an open road, you might find yourself searching through countless and countless results, which doesn't really fit to the motorcyclist's needs. And I will tell you another story. A few years ago, I arrived in Cortina d'Ampezzo, a beautiful Italian city in the Alps, and after a day spent it on the roads with fantastic and fabulous sceneries, the sun went down, it started to be cold and dark, and I ran into the first bed and breakfast that just saw it in front of me, knocked at the door, closed. Then I took out my phone, and I was looking for an accommodation on a very well-known platform. No internet this time. I ran into the other B&Bs around, knocked at the doors, so no rooms or closed. So I ended up in that day riding 2 hours in the dark, arriving to a hotel with no parking space at all, where I couldn't sleep because I was very concerned about the safety of my motorbike. I thought to myself at that time, it has to be a solution tailored for the motorcyclist needs. And if there isn't, I will build it. So, next day, I bought the domain motonest.com. Only businesses with safe parking can register on Motonest, and they are visible by the user of our mobile app. Our mobile app is very intuitive. With just 3 clicks, you can find any information you need. On our home screen, we have 8 major categories of needs: accommodation, tow truck, service repair, gas station, and medical units. There are only few of them. And another very important thing is that you don't need internet to use the app. The app is using the GPS module from your mobile phone, finding exactly your location, and is going to show to you only the nests which are closest to you. So in this way, with their GPS coordinates, so in this way, you take the GPS coordinates of the nest, you put it into your map, and whoops, you're free to go. So we launched only 4 months ago. We have about 1,200 users registered, and we have 1,500 businesses registered in Motonest. We are currently present in 30 countries, and the app is available in 6 languages. There are 135 million motorcycles registered in the world, with a growing of 7.2% every year. This means there are 135 million motorcyclists, which they will be absolutely happy to use our solution. The app is free. It's free to download. Only the businesses are paying. And we have on a yearly fee. And we have 2 plans. We have $39 for a year for businesses with 1 location, and $59 for a year for businesses with up to 3 locations. But one of the most important features which we have is the rider agent feature. any rider who's recommending Motonest to a business is going to receive back 50% from the subscription fee in his account. In this way, so this is allowing us to move out from the direct sales and scale the business internationally real fast. And now, I'm gonna take you on a journey with me and Motonest. Vlad, please.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. So let's presume that we are traveling from Portugal here to Cluj, okay? It's beautiful scenery, fantastic city. And well, our motorbike get broke down. So what are we gonna do? We go to Motonest, obvious. It's easy, it's fast. We just praise. We just open the, I'm gonna show to the jury. We just open our app. We go to the dedicated icon. So we are looking for a service mechanic to tell us what we have over there. We press over there, and we have a list of the mechanics which we have it close to us. So we press one, and after that we just press call, and the mechanic is gonna. I mean, we don't have to dial anything. We have gloves in our hands, obvious. So the mechanic is gonna tell us that he's not gonna come over to fix our bike. What we do? We need to tow the motorbike. So we go back, and we go to dedicated icon, which is a towing companies, okay? We press, and we see the towing companies which are around. We press the first one, because we don't need to pay too much. And we have here a tow truck company. We just press again, call, and they will come to tow our bike and to get it to the mechanic. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much that you travel safe with Motonest. Thank you.
So it sounds like you're basically creating a yellow page product that focuses on motorcyclists, and you're going to need a lot of motorcyclists to be able to go to one of the businesses and say, pay us $60 a year. So how are you going to get the scale in terms of users so that for an advertiser it makes sense to pay you a placement fee?
As you very well know, probably, the motorbike community is very tight. That's one thing. The second thing is very important for the motorbikers to have everything in one place, the yellow pages that you mentioned about. There is the financial stimulation. I mean, they're gonna get 50% from their subscription. And for the businesses, it's very important because once they appear on yellow pages, as you said, for the motorcyclists, they're gonna be called. So, we spoke with a lot of motorbikers, obviously, and some of them met us on the roads, and they advised us to use Motonest. It was our product. And we pass each other things and information to help each other. So it's very important, and the business is gonna go after this current, because it's normally to adapt your business to a current which is help your customer. And there are a lot of motorcyclist groups in the world, and me personally, I'm 200 in the whole world. Speaking like that, for example, we have business from, our first business was from Honduras, we have from Chile, we have from Marrakesh, we have from all over the world. Only by the word of mouth of motorcyclists. Because of those groups. I don't know if my answer, it's okay. Yeah?
So, when you say there are so many motorcyclists, but when I understood correctly, the use case is more that you're like touring. It's not like for the motorcyclists that are commuting to work or that are in their normal environment. So it's like not all the motorcyclists there are. So how big is the market in the end, really?
Thank you very much for your question. Basically, we get mails from people who own scooters, and I tell you why. When you buy a scooter, you don't go before to see where is the mechanic. So you buy your scooter. In case that your scooter gets broke, you have to ask friends, phones, then and then and then and then, to find out where to fix up your scooter. So it's easier once you have Motonest, just press one click, the second one, and the third one, you find your place. So Motonest is not a tool only for the motorcyclist in touring, in long journeys. It's for day-by-day motorcyclists, the commuting one, the scooters one, by everyone. Everyone who owns two wheels and an engine.
One more question?
One more maybe. Okay, how do you spread this in different countries? I mean, how are you going to start building the supply side, which are the repair shops, which are the safe parking slots in one country, and expand that in a motorcycling land, which is also seasonal, by the way, in many countries?
I will start from the end to seasonal. This is what means seasonal. Seasonal is that now it's summer here, it's in winter in the other hemisphere. But in 6 months, there's going to be summer and it's going to be winter. So
exactly, that's why I asked about countries and how
yes. So Motonest is a product for a whole year product, one thing. The second thing is the fact that all the motorcyclists are in groups, constituting groups. It's enough to just send the product or show the product to one of the members of the groups and talk. And I mean, I didn't met anyone who didn't like our product, and it's going to be spread. That's how we spread in South America, for example. And I never been in South America. I would like to go to South America. And in this way, they are talking between them. So it's we didn't really done any advertising. It's just we just spread. It's a community. It's a very tight community. So it's like. The best suit for motorcyclists is built in Canada, and they are used it in South Africa, and they never did an advertising.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much.